It's a special edition of NEC-TV as we celebrate the annual Student Showcase. We take a look at the events ahead in our live coverage. And River Day brought the beach to campus. NEC-TV's Montana Taylor has the sights and sounds from one of the most memorable days of the year. And a record-breaking game for NEC baseball. Lauren Hall has that story and more in this week's Sports Recap.
Good afternoon and thank you for watching NEC-TV. I'm Jack Cody.
And I'm Montana Taylor. Today is Tuesday, April 21st.
Thank you for joining us for this special NEC Student Showcase broadcast.
It has been a day full of performance, presentation, and artistic displays.
That's right, Montana, and there is still a lot on the schedule for this afternoon and this evening. There are BFA exhibitions at the Chester Art Gallery until 4 p.m. The annual Shark Tank competition will be in Lyons Commons from 2:30 to 4 p.m.
You can take part in outdoor education activities at the Yurt from 3 to 5 and hear a theater vocal performance at the Putnam Center from 3:30 to 4.
Creative writing readings will take place from 4 to 5, and the Henniker Review will be revealed at the Art Gallery launch party from 5 to 6.
And the final event is in the Student Awards at the Putnam Center from 6 to 8.
It's often called the worst kept secret on campus. The NEC community woke up to an email from President Wayne Lesperance Friday. Classes are canceled so students could take part in the annual River Day.
Barbecue, bingo, mechanical sharks, and fried food were everywhere on the Simon lawn. Here's a look at the sights, sounds, and fun. Students gathered across campus Friday for the 2026 River Day events. Starting the day with mimosas and ending with Lego night in the pub, students enjoyed a full day without classes. While students tested their putting skills at mini golf in the Simon Great Room, torrential downpours nearly made for a soggy lunch. But Dave Brown, the director of the Simon Grill, says a backup plan was embraced.
All right, everybody, welcome to River Day 2026. Here we are. This is the impromptu lunch barbecue. Instead of it being outside today, we're doing an indoor where everybody, look how nice everybody is. Everybody say hi to the camera. Hi. Oh, isn't that great? Are we having fun today?
While students took bites of their barbecue lunch, all they could talk about was the carnival, other events, and specifically the mechanical shark.
Yeah, the race about to stop though. I'm gonna ride on that shark.
I heard the carnival is gonna be out here later. I heard the dunk tank's gonna be something that's pretty fun, so I'll probably check that out.
Looking forward to the beer garden, to go see what's out there.
Despite the rain, NEC students are showing up strong to celebrate River Day. And as soon as the rain stopped, the carnival portion of the day took off. The mechanical shark and the dunk tank were big hits.
Saturday. The semester's production was a segment called Portals, featuring 11 different 10-minute plays. The show consisted of 25 cast members, including NEC professors like Bill Cass and Yoav Horish. The theater department wanted to switch things up and do multiple short plays instead of one long play. This program hosts a play every semester, so stay tuned for fall 2026. Last night, multiple students were inducted into the ODK Honor Society. ODK, known as Omicron Delta Kappa, was founded in 1914 at Washington and Lee University. This honor society recognizes leadership and student service across campus life.
The latest Henniker police stats are released. During the month of March, Henniker police reported 6 DUI arrests. That is 3 more than last month. There were even 7 arrests for transporting alcohol or marijuana. That's also up, 5 more than last month. Henniker also had a total of 6 motor vehicle accidents, which is half of the number reported last month.
Henniker police and several surrounding towns worked together to make a high-risk arrest Thursday. Police say there was an active warrant for 39-year-old Brandon Garland from Hillsborough. Garland was pulled over on Henniker Street in Hillsborough. When he got out of his vehicle, he reached for his waistband. A police canine took Garland down, and inside the vehicle, police found controlled substances such as cocaine, prescription medications, and suspected fentanyl. Garland was taken to the hospital and being held pending his arraignment. The operation involved the Hillsborough, Antrim, and Henniker departments. A popular concert ticket sales website has been under fire for a competitive monopoly scandal. A jury found that Live Nation and Ticketmaster operated as an anti-competitive monopoly over big concert venues. Live Nation owns and operates hundreds of venues and controls booking for those venues, whereas Ticketmaster, owned by Live Nation, is considered the world's largest seller of live event tickets. New Hampshire was one of the 34 states that sued the companies. New Hampshire jury says, quote, "This verdict ensures that Live Nation and Ticketmaster will be held accountable for violations of federal and state antitrust laws," end quote. Coming up after the break, it's been a few busy days for Boston sports fans. A look at the Red Sox, Celtics, Bruins, and the running of the 130th Boston Marathon. All the highlights just ahead.
Plus, hours remain in the 2026 Student Showcase. Our live coverage continues just ahead on NEC-TV.
Welcome back. The champions have been crowned for the 130th running of the Boston Marathon.
More than 30,000 runners from nearly 130 countries and 50 states were expected to participate.
2 runners from Kenya won the men's and women's open. For the men's, John Career broke the marathon record, running the course in 2 hours, 1 minute, and 52 seconds. And in the female division, Sharon Lockety won in just over 2 hours and 18 minutes. This marks the second win for both.
The men's and women's wheelchair division winners were male Marcel Hug from Switzerland, and in the women's, Eden Rainbow Cooper from Great Britain, also her second win in Boston.
The Red Sox split this weekend's series against the Detroit Tigers, going 2-2. The Sox had a walk-off win Friday night. They dropped the 2 following games and then picked up a win on Marathon Monday. The Sox will be hosting 3-game series at Fenway against the Yankees. This is the first time the Sox and Yankees will face off this year. The Sox are currently sitting in 5th place in the AL East. They have a chance to make some noise in the AL East, as the next 3 series they are playing are all AL East opponents.
The Celtics play the Philadelphia 76ers tonight in the first round of the playoffs. They played Game 1 on Sunday afternoon in Boston, winning by 32 points, which is the largest playoff opening win in franchise history. Celtic stars Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown combined for 51 points on Sunday, and they look to keep the momentum, though they faced the Sixers in Game 2 at home at 7 p.m.
The Bruins are also in the postseason and are facing the Buffalo Sabres on the road tonight. The Bees are looking to bounce back from a bad loss on Sunday night. The Bruins were up 2 goals with less than 10 minutes to play in the third period before disaster happened. The Bees allowed Buffalo to come back as they scored 4 goals in the third period to steal Game 1. The Bruins play Game 2 tonight in Buffalo at 7:30.
Brady Phillibaugh of the baseball team is officially the program's all-time hits leader with 155. The Ware native broke the record on Saturday when the Grims faced Colby Sawyer in the Grims Senior Day matchup. The Pilgrims recognized 14 seniors. Colby Sawyer took home the win, winning 8-0.
Coming up on NEC-TV, a special live student showcase interview. Our Lauren Hall is standing by.
Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We are in the middle of the annual Student Showcase.
Joining us now for a live interview is Lauren Hall, just outside our NEC-TV studio.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Lily Haywood, an education major who presented just this morning. Lily, what's some of the work that you've seen so far today?
So being an ed major, I was able to walk around and see some of the ways that students are incorporating the curriculum to some experiential ed. My class this year focused on creating thematic unit plans where we took a look at different ways students learn and applying that. It was really wonderful to see the hard work that I've seen these students put in and the very valuable conversations we've had in class being brought to life. You know, being a student athlete here, I think a lot of my hard work goes onto the court on volleyball, and you know, my academics don't really get noticed, but the Student Spotlight's a wonderful way for those hard work in the classroom and to be displayed.
What makes you want to come out here and get to support students on a day like today?
I think everyone wants to be seen. I think everyone wants to be noticed, and people having ideas and putting them to life and doing that hard work throughout the course of a semester, having it be presented and having people care and look and hear what you have to say, I think anyone wants to feel needed and wanted to see their ideas be brought to life.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Lauren. Hey, Montana. Despite the rainy weather during River Day, the beach was so fun.
It was a great day, but it's not quite beach weather here in Henniker.
The sun will stay quite hidden during the next week. It will be partly cloudy to end off the week and early next week. You may want to bring an umbrella. Tuesday into Wednesday, the forecast calls for some showers.
Temps throughout the week will stay in the low 60s to mid-50s. Perfect spring weather. If you're walking around campus late, bring a light sweater. Temps will reach low 40s to upper 30s. There are just 11 days until the class of 2026 will walk across the stage at this year's commencement ceremony. This year's graduation speaker is Congresswoman Maggie Goodlander. Graduation begins at 10 a.m. on Saturday, May 2nd on the Simon Lawn. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at NEC.TV for the latest NEC news.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you right back here next week for all things NEC from the only Henniker on earth.